It's 2 in the morning. The world is quiet, but somehow your mind feels louder than ever. A problem that seemed small during the day can suddenly feel impossible. You lie in bed, staring into the darkness, replaying conversations, mistakes, and things you wish you had said differently. Nothing around you has changed. Your room is the same, your life is the same, but somehow everything feels heavier, and there is a reason why this happens. At night, ordinary things can suddenly feel much bigger. A thought becomes a worry becomes a question, and that question can turn into an endless chain of thoughts. Your brain begins searching through memories. Something embarrassing from 5 years ago suddenly comes back. A conversation from yesterday gets replayed again and again. You know there is nothing you can do about it, but your brain keeps going. Because when the outside world becomes quiet, your attention can turn inward. And once your attention turns inward, even small thoughts can become difficult to escape. You start thinking about tomorrow, then about next week, then about something that happened years ago. You check your phone. Maybe there is a new message, maybe there isn't, but either way, you keep checking. For a moment, the screen gives your brain something to focus on. Then the phone goes dark again, and the thoughts come back. This is where nighttime loneliness can become especially powerful. During the day, there are people around you. Cars are moving, phones are ringing, messages are arriving. Your attention is constantly being pulled in different directions. But at night, much of that disappears. The world becomes quieter, and suddenly, you become much more aware of yourself. You notice the silence, you notice the time, and you notice thoughts that were easy to ignore during the day. The longer you stay awake, the more difficult it can become to escape those thoughts. Your mind keeps searching for answers. What if I had done something differently? What if tomorrow goes wrong? What if things never change? The questions don't need answers, but your brain keeps asking them anyway. And eventually, the darkness around you can begin to feel like the darkness inside your own mind. But this isn't simply imagination. Something biological is happening too. Your body has its own internal clock. It's called the circadian rhythm. This system helps your brain understand when it is time to be awake and when it is time to sleep. Throughout the day, light, movement, food, and activity give your brain information about the outside world. But as night arrives, those signals become weaker. Your environment becomes quieter. Your body begins preparing for sleep, and your brain starts changing its state. One important part of this process involves melatonin, a hormone associated with the body's sleep cycle. As darkness increases, your body begins preparing for rest. Preparing for sleep doesn't mean your thoughts automatically disappear. In fact, when distractions become weaker, your own thoughts can become more noticeable. There is no conversation to interrupt them, no traffic to compete with them, no constant stream of information, just you and your thoughts. Think about how different a city feels at midnight. The same streets are still there. The same buildings are still there. But the people have disappeared. The noise has faded. The world feels almost empty. Your brain experiences something similar. With fewer external signals demanding your attention, more of your attention can turn inward. Memories become louder. Worries become clearer, and thoughts that were buried during the day can suddenly take center stage. Then something else begins to happen. You become tired, and when you are exhausted, everything can feel harder to manage. A small problem can feel enormous. A simple decision can feel impossible. Your emotional reactions can become stronger. But eventually, the night begins to end. The darkness slowly gives way to morning. Light enters the room, And suddenly, the same problems that felt overwhelming only hours earlier can look completely different. Maybe the problems didn't disappear. Maybe your life didn't suddenly change. What changed was your state of mind. Morning brings light, movement, people, and new information. Your attention moves outward again, and the thoughts that once filled the entire room become smaller. So the next time everything feels hopeless at 2 in the morning, remember this: you don't always need to solve your entire life tonight. Sometimes, you just need to let the night pass.